Hello students, today we are going to dwell on family and homemaking. I am Dr. K.C. Leelavati, retired professor from Avinash Lingam Deemed University from the Department of Home Science Extension Education. Women have been always associated with the home and men with the world of work. They have a pivotal role to perform in the family and outside the family. And you might ask me why men don't have the role. Really they have. But the society expects women to rear the children, care the children, take up the responsibilities of the men too, carry the values of the family and build up the children with good knowledge, skills and the total development and sustain the values of the family. In India, women play a pivotal role in the family and in the community. And if they have to work outside, they have a double burden. They are providing the needs and comforts to the male members of the family and the children, running the needs, the household responsibilities, providing for the needs and comforts of the male members of the family and children. Behind the scene, she quietly plays the leading role in keeping the family to be together, maintaining its well-being, contributing towards stability and well-being of the society as a whole. As a mother, she shapes the personality and character of the young ones, making them to face the future of the nation. As a housewife, she manages the household with meager income. In fact, if you take up the women in the rural areas, they have meager income. As a wage earner, she provides economic role. In fact, it is an extension of her family welfare role. As a farm woman, she takes care of the cattle, she goes out and she does the multiple burden of take up the multiple burden of the family, and she does that very quietly. And according to Levishon, the role has three different distinguishable usages. When I say role, the role means when you take up for example, as a mother, if you take up a role, it discharges some responsibilities. Role has been defined as the structurally given demand that in norms, taboos, expectations, responsibilities and associated with a given social position. Highlighting the term role because the women's role is multifaceted. The marriage and employment increase the roles and responsibilities handled by women. It's very difficult for the married working women to go and adjust in the in-laws house. As a plant being taken away from a particular place and again planted in another place, it has to be nurtured, it has to grow well and it has to bear the fruits. It's the same in the women's life. So when she goes to the other family, in-laws family, she adjusts with the in-laws, she understands the values of the family and in turn according to their role, and she will fulfill the requirements adequately and satisfactorily, and that multiple role has to be very smoothly run. Otherwise it will become a role conflict. Here again I am giving the term role conflict. At that time when we are not able to manage with the role, a conflict comes. Conflict will create some problems among the individuals, so there should not be a role conflict at all. And when you have the role conflict, you have to have the role modification. To give an example, if you are a career woman, you will manage the family and you come back to the family after the career, but you have to perform the same roles. Cook, serve, take care and have a role in the society also. It doesn't confine with the family alone. You have to go to the society for the functions, deliberations, get-togethers, good and bad. All the other functions are to be attended by her. So, as a woman, we can take it into three different phases: the women's role, premarital role, familial role, extra familial role. I hope I'm making it clear to you. The premarital role means as a daughter. I am born as a daughter. I have certain responsibilities. I grow up with values. I have education. I have knowledge. I have skills. All these given by the family member, especially by the mother. She handles the daughter, and daughter has to cope up with the other male members in the family. For example, when we teach the values in the family to the daughter, and we say you have to mix up with the boys, you understand with them. And if when the boy is taking up the plate and going and putting in sink, he looks at the sister. So he understands. So we have an equal role. We have to understand each other. So this is not only in the performance of the household duties, but giving them respect, giving them education, equal education, and understanding them, giving them the position, opportunities to go out. This will only mold her as a proper daughter to face the society, to go to the in-laws family, as this is the role performance of a daughter, wherein mother and father, they have a great role to perform. They are the role models in the family. The daughter or the son, they look at the mother and father and they imitate. All of us know that. I need not explain about that. And the other role, I should say, earlier I explained familiar role as a housewife, as a mother. So the chores of the housewife, and as a mother, the values, the knowledge, the skills, preparation for the future. And the third role I want to stress, extra familial role in regulating, in socializing, and extra familial role when she goes to the career, there as an employee, as a supervisor. If she is performing a corporate life, again she will have the employees under her. She has to manage them, and there again role conflict comes. But it should not reflect on the family. She must be able to manage the family and the career life. Then only the family can be run smoothly, and the children will enjoy the real benefits of the family. And when I say extra familial role, political life. Now, as all of us know, women can enter into politics. 1/3 reservation is there. Definitely women and all the thinkers, the social reformists, they express that women have to come to the politics. I strongly support that also. And social legislation, she understands the rules and regulation, the property, the Marriage Act, and the legal provisions for safety. In the present day, the demands are very, very high on the family, especially on the women, especially on mother. The present day, you have a social media, Twitter, WhatsApp, mails. Social media could be used profitably also, but women in the present day, they have to balance between the tradition and modernity. You have educated mothers, educated children, highly qualified children, and they have to have the social media contact, and they are to be taken up carefully, intelligently, diligently. And the present day women, they require an identity. They need a space. When they are in the family, it's not the daily chores they have to perform, and they think they need to have a space and identity, and they want respect, self-respect. This must be definitely stressed. So they require identity. They have to cope up with men in almost all the spheres. When she goes for career, they are equal. And when we say there should be the gender roles, equality for men and women, and in the career field, when you are asking for equality, you have to perform all the roles the men are performing. Otherwise, they are questioning. It's true. It's correct. So we have to face the society boldly. And in fact, if I could quote an ad, when I was witnessing a channel, there was a couple, and you could see 2 cups of coffee kept in front of them. One cup with full, the other cup with half. The husband comes and he is asking the wife, "Why? Only my cup is full, your cup is half. She says, no, you are the manager and you are the CEO. You need to have full cup of coffee. Immediately he says, you remember few years back, you were the breadwinner for the family and you were taking care of the whole family and you left your career because of Rahul, our child. You mean to say, still I need an extra cup of coffee? No. He balances the coffee equally and to her. So this is the partnership we are asking for. The partnership should be given. It should not be taken. It should not be demanded. So as husband and wife, they have to understand each other, take the family together, then only the children will understand the harmony of the family. So the changing role, they need independence, they need freedom, they need exposure, they want to participate in the social life. They need to be courageous. Courageous I want to underline because of the trafficking, the child abuse. If I take up that matter deeper, it will go for hours. They need to be courageous. They have to act according to the situation. Lot of demands in the society. When you come out of the family, the society is facing you, you are facing the society, and it's very, very challenging. They need to be assertive, they need to be considerate, they need to be patient at times. Keep quiet. So these are the challenging demands women have in front of them. They are trying to face it by equipping themselves with the proper skills, education, knowledge, gaining from social media, and this seems to be the need of the hour in the family and especially for the women. From the family, I want to switch over to homemaking. What is this home? When you say house, it's a structure with walls, furniture, etc., etc., and all comforts. But home in business, it's essentially a place for planning, controlling, evaluating all the resources in the family for the purpose of attaining the family goals. So homemaking, it's a great art. It's an approved science. When I say it's an art and science, I'm sure I will be able to explain to you and you will be able to understand that. And decision making in the family is also very, very important. It's an art and it's a science. Homemaking as an art, I should say, the family member, especially the mother, she needs an artist vision, knowledge of craft and successful communication. I want to stress communication. The modulation of voice in discussing with your children, it makes lot of difference. A sympathetic approach, an assertive word, a command, all these things will definitely make a difference on the children. So you need to, that's an art in the women. She applies skills and efforts for desirable results. Skill of cooking and nutritious food, taking care of the children with all total perspective. As I earlier said, she nurtures them not just by giving the food, but the total personality development, emotional, psychological, educational, economical, psychosocial. But when you go deeper into the family system and homemaking, they are very practical and they are very understandable. She goes ahead with the training and practice. When she is doing something, she is requesting the children to come along with them and perform that, and so that they will understand the harmony of the family, the skills of the family, the values of the family. When there is a get together, a function in the family, she motivates the children to participate in that. And she uses her feelings, imagination, thinking, creativity in the family, and decision making. It's an art. And she has effective group cohesion, takes care of the in-laws, the boy child, girl child, and the needs of the husband. And when there is a misunderstanding between them, She tries to understand the situation when there is a problem, and she tries to solve that by analyzing it. She's an excellent analyst, I should say. Maybe as a woman, I'm exaggerating it, you might think, but you ask any man, he will definitely say, behind a successful man, there is a woman. Everybody will agree that. And as a science, homemaking is a science. It's a field of study of understanding. Why do we do this? How do we do this? It's knowledge and understanding based. You have to understand each and every person and act accordingly. The problem that is in the family, you take it up, you analyze it, you see to the situation, budget it, decide it, then pass it on to the... Take for example, you're going to buy an equipment for the home. You prepare the budget. You think of the demands. The child is asking for a field trip, asking in thousands. So you postpone the buying of the refrigerator, give importance to the child, because that experience is going to give him lot of exposure to the other children, a creativity, a more understanding. So you outweigh that, whether this is important or this is important. So budgeting, I'm just giving a simple example of budgeting, the knowledge and understanding. And she organizes the whole family functions, from the cooking, buying the vegetables, preparing it, giving to the people. For example, you have certain foods that are very necessary for the children, not at all required for the elders. You may need to be a CEO, I think, more than a CEO. Look into the needs and requirements of the elder members, the younger members, and it's a scientific approach. And she has fundamental principles of looking into the specific problems also. And she looks into the results. As I told you, she has sent the boy or a girl for a field trip or an exposure visit and other experiences. She is asking the children whether you enjoyed that, whether you learnt something, whether it was necessary for... Maybe the child will come back and say, I wouldn't have taken up that trip, Mama. So this is the things through. Or maybe I would have discussed with the teacher. What are they going to see? Maybe it was not at all enjoyable. But otherwise, he or she comes and says, we enjoyed. I learnt this. I learnt group living. I shared with them. I won this. I was first in the preparation of the project. So that gives a feedback to the mother and she feels happy. So a scientific approach of the mother. So this is what is needed for a mother, a family and homemaking. They go together. In the homemaking, the family is there inside. It's part of it. It's part of it. The changes are, the family members have great role to perform. I was going on stressing on mother because, as I said, a pivotal. She's the central figure. She articulates, she communicates, she designs, she prepares. What an excellent job it is. And every member has got a role. And I should say, the present mothers, you have great challenges. Please orient the children about the family situation. What is the earning we have? What are the expenses we have? We can raise up to what level? Let us not have maybe creative. Let not tell them that this is possible, that is possible. Imaginative. Whatever is not in your limits, don't tell them. If there is a problem in the family, a financial problem, you sit with your children. If they are grown up, you sit with your children, you discuss with them, make them understand only this limit is possible. There is a financial constraint. They understand. The present children, they have very good exposure, they are very knowledgeable, they are very understandable, provided they are guided properly. They are informed effectively. They are communicated properly. See, these are the demands from you. As elders, father and mother, they have equal role. The present generation, the younger generation, they definitely help even in the household chores. And they respect the women. We need to maintain that. We need to carry on to the children. It's not that husband and wife, they understand, they share. That system, that harmony, it has to be permeated to the children. As I told in the beginning, the boy and girl, both are equal. Both have equal responsibility. It is not that daughter has to do lot of duties or work, he has to command. No. If you tell the boy, he understands. He says, yeah, he respects. Yeah. I understand. I will do that. So, the present day demands are very, very challenging. Very, very challenging for the family. The partnership in the family is going to take a long way in creating excellent homemaking. The house can never become a home unless you have love, affection, bonding, understanding, creativity, emotional attachment, respect. Very important. Respect. You need to respect the children also at times. Appreciation. You need to applaud them. Give a pat on the shoulder. Give a pat at the back. You are good. You are capable. They will go to great heights. Don't say, no, this is not possible for you. Don't say, you cannot go over there. Don't climb up, you will fall. No. You need to falter. Then you will rise up. There's a slogan in Tamil. Every time you fall, you rise up. You learn something. Definitely. Each individual is, we have grown like that. But what we think, the children, they need to be very comfortable, very safe. And I should stress upon in the family and homemaking, we need to care the safety of our daughters. Very crucial time. I know even I came across in one of my neighbors, she has sent a girl of 8 years in the bus to the school. She was worried standing outside. I asked her what happened. The bus hasn't come. I said, she's coming by bus. She will come 5 or 10 minutes late. Yeah, why do you worry? She says, she's the last person to be dropped here. Only the driver and the girl are traveling in the bus. Don't explain the worry I had. I could understand the emotions of the mother. What is it? Where are we going? But it starts with the family. I'm sorry to say, the family, we need to mold the personality of the children. Think the other girl or a boy, respect the other boy. And you please teach the children, these are the expectations. These are the challenges for you. They understand. We think, we are going to give them these experiences and these words. They'll be scared. They are going to, we need not burden them with these words. Please tell your daughter or your son, this is to be the society. These are the challenges of the society. A lovely home, a beautiful home, an admirable home, and an excellent family is the basic unit for the society. Every family, when becomes wholesome, harmonious, the members understandable, the society in turn will definitely be good. What is the society? Many families constitute together. And when these good persons with good personality, when they come out to the society is going to be good. They are going to shoulder the responsibilities as politicians, engineers, artifacts, and skilled persons. They are going to mold this nation. The younger generation are in the family. Dear sisters and brothers, I have an appeal to you. I beg you that family needs to be contained, harmonious. Then we will have excellent individuals, excellent citizens in the society, and we will have an admirable nation, and it will be a role model for the whole world. This is what we are looking for in the family and home making. Dear students, I was trying to explain to you the family and homemaking. They are integrated. They are part and parcel. So, when the family is good, the family is nurtured with all good emotions, feelings, values, identities, the children will be, the citizens will be fine. They will be excellent citizens in the society. And as you all understand, the present family has lot of challenges, as we have discussed. So homemaking and family, if they are properly done, the children will understand their roles in the family and extend the roles to the society, so that they will be able to discharge its duties in the society. So we have to have harmonious living and understandable values in the family, and the homemaking by the mother and father. They have to perform the roles together. It's a partnership role. So they have to understand that they have to take the homemaking together, make the children understand, and they learn from the father and mother. They are the role models. So please remember, you are coming from a particular home. So if the home is very good and very understandable, and you are good, even for example when you come to class, when you have problem in the family, when there is quarrel in the family, you are sad. It reflects. But that's what I said, the proper homemaking, lovely homemaking will definitely result in excellent performance of you and your family members, and the whole nation is going to be good if the family is good. Family is part of the society, and the family is going to be nurtured, the society will be good, the nation is going to be definitely great.